need to get a flashlight. Let's see, where's my flashlight? There's my flashlight. Let's go over to the Wham. Got to go to the Wham. And it's getting cold out here in North Carolina. October 2nd. Excuse me. Wait a minute, I'm up behind, boys. November 2nd. What am I thinking? It's getting cold. That's what I'm thinking. It's got my mind all screwed up. But here's the Wham. The Eco Diesel sitting pretty in the barn beside the Duramax. The Diddy Max, as my son calls it. Dirty Max, whatever you want to say. Couple things. First thing we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about, let me get some light in here because it's kind of dark. Okay. We're going to talk about the charging pad. Okay, so this is proof that if you have an iPhone, or I would assume an Android too, anything with wireless charging will work. But if you can see the blue light, let me put a light on. There's a blue light right there. Okay. Then if you see on the phone, here, let me do this. Let me get way down in there. You see the phone's charging. So this 2021 RAM, and I'm sure for all the new Gen 5 RAMs, it has the charging pad. If you have the charging pad, this is proof that your phone will charge if you have the thick OtterBox case, which, as you can tell here, I've got the thick OtterBox case. And disclaimer, shit, my damn light keeps on moving. Disclaimer here, this OtterBox case does not have the magnetic ring around the back. I repeat, this OtterBox case does not have the magnetic ring. Okay, the trick to it, if I can get my light to, okay, you got to have the door closed. It's really weird. You have to literally have the door closed and the engine running for this thing to work. So if you've tried to put your iPhone or Android with your OtterBox down in here and it's never worked, it's because you didn't have the motor running, you didn't have the door closed, and you didn't have it shoved all the way down. I mean, literally all the way down into the charging port. So if I can get my freaking phone, sorry, my light, okay, that'll work. All right, so basically you got to have it all, and it's really a pain in the ass to get down here, but it's proof it works. So if we take this thing and pull it out, okay, you see the charging light goes off and your phone goes back to normal. Okay, let's do this again, guys. Okay, I repeat, it will charge. Let's throw it down in here again. Make sure it's all the way against this side over here. Make sure it's all the way down like this. Watch. Light a blink, and let's see, and the light will eventually, once it figures out what it's doing, the light will come on and you will see a lightning bolt, in my case on a iPhone, this is the 11, so, or 12, hell, I don't know what it is, but anyway, I think it's 12. So it'll charge. So again, shove it down there, have the engine running, have the door closed. Let me try this. Open the door, look at there. You open the door, guess what? Light goes off. Close the door. It'll take a minute. Let's see if it comes back on. There. Light comes back on. So I hope this helps you guys who are in desperate need of charging your phone. You don't have a cord to plug into a USB port. You're on the job site. You're in the middle of nowhere and you're in an emergency and your phone don't work. If you have a truck that's got a good battery and it's got a charging port and it's a Ram 2021 with a charging port, and you're just in desperate need of something to charge, there you go. That's how it works. Now I want to move on to I want to move on to something else in this video, and I'm going to put this in the description too, because this is the other thing that's been bothering me. And I really want to make a video about it because this is my Banks Derringer and pedal monster, okay? And if you guys have followed my channel, y'all have seen, I'm gonna get demonetized like crazy, but I don't care. I'm not even monetized, so I could care less. But anyway, sometimes I will research the crap out of something and feel like it's a great product, okay? I mean, I will sit there for days on the internet and research something. And when I bought the Eco Diesel, I kind of had in mind I wanted a tuner for the diesel. Every diesel I've had, including the Dirty Max over here, which is, by the way, sitting pretty tall, next to the Ram. I've got a tuner on it. I mean, if you have a diesel, you're gonna tune it. I mean, who doesn't, really? Okay, back to the Derringer, back to Banks. If y'all follow my videos, you know I have an issue with the Banks Derringer. And so basically the thing wants to stall the engine whenever it boots up, and all the parameters are met for it to actually go into a tuned or more high performance mode. So basically, if the Derringer over here, if this thing is in 2 through 6 and not stock, you crank the engine's up to 150 degrees, this thing's ready to rock and roll. What I found out is if you start the engine and while this thing's booting up, the moment the iDash comes on and the Derringer boots up, it tries to stall the Eco Diesel. Now, what I figured out is I can kind of give it a little bit of fuel on the pedal, and I can kind of keep it from knocking off. Okay, so I figured that part out. I can put it into back to stock mode. It will not let the engine knock off. But if you have the thing in any 2 through 6 tune, whatever you want to call it, level, it's not really a tune. They're not tuning the ECM in this truck with a Derringer. It's just an inline performance mod that goes in and fools the computer into thinking if there's something different going to the manifold, or the MAP, which is the manifold absolute pressure sensor, and the fuel rail pressure sensor. That's all it does. It does not do any tuning whatsoever to the computers in this truck. That's why I was all for it. And Gale Banks on his videos will sit there and tell you, you know, all these great things about it, all the fail-safes built into it, you know, and he's a great salesman. So I bought the thing. But here's the catch. When it works, it actually does a great job of providing safe, reliable, additional horsepower and torque to this Eco Diesel. And I firmly believe in that. However, this is where I have the issue. The issue I have is the lack, or the total lack of support from Gale Banks Engineering. I've called those guys several times. I sent them emails. They have seen my videos, and they could care less if it tries to knock off the Eco Diesel when the thing boots. So basically, in a nutshell, if you're thinking about buying one of these, the experience I've had, and I've also heard from some other individuals on social media that they're having the same issue that I'm having. Think about that before you purchase a product. That's all I got to say. You know, I think Gale Banks is a great salesman. You know, he talks up engineering, talks up fail-safes, talks up how great his products are. But what it really comes down to is a total lack of customer support. So I'm gonna leave y'all with that little video for today. I know it sounds like a Debbie Donnie Downer or whatever, but when you pay a lot of money for these things, guys, I expect something to work the way it's supposed to work. But anyway, one thing I'm impressed with is the charging port for an iPhone with an OtterBox case that does not have the magnetic ring in it will charge in here. Trust me, you guys seen it. So Hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you like my videos, click that subscribe, click the like button. If you guys give me likes and you guys comment on my videos, it lets YouTube know that I'm doing something halfway decent, and it'll get my videos out there to other potential viewers on YouTube. Y'all have a good one. I'm out.